Hello and welcome.
Here we are, and hey, look who we've got with us. It's Eugenia. Found her at the airport yesterday. It's great.
Yes, hello.
And
nice
a
to be
special
here.
hello to everyone around the world. And again, just connect and tune in. Intend to connect with everyone around the world. So I've seen Flying Angel. Hi. Hi, Harry. And people checking in from all over. Feel the energy. Now it's getting really strong.
Wow.
Beautiful. Feel the energy. Frank in Phuket. Feel the energy. Sinead and David. Alexis. Julie. Feel the energy. Shalom. Feel the energy. Val. Eli. Feel it. Susan. Michelle. Sammy. Linda.
A bunch of people saying, welcome, Eugenia.
Cinderella.
We have Latvia, Norway, Prague,
Joanna.
Israel,
Hi, Joanna. Yes. Karen. Hi, Karen.
Arizona.
Feel the energy. Leonardo. Jill. Linda. Feel.
Shannon
Yes.
saying, does it get any better than this? Yes, it does.
Sedenic. Suzette, rather. Ingrid. Jamal. Trinidad and Tobago. Feel the energy. Beautiful. Alejandra from Mexico. Feel. Karen from Boise. Feel.
Feel all these dots of lights all over the world lighting up, and a special welcome to everyone who's transcending space and time, joining us in the replay.
Olivia, Switzerland. Feel the energy. Christina, Sao Paulo in Brazil. All of us connecting in. Zelma in Alaska. Feel.
I can feel spirit connecting in.
Leanne Tran, welcome. Feel. Feel. Constantina from Romania, welcome. Feel. Very good. And so, beloved ones, we are with you. And again, we invite you to simply relax into being present in this moment of now, wherever you are, whenever you are. Just feeling yourself present in the body and connect to the thousands of people around the world, all participating in this moment of now. In your yesterday, we addressed the energies of fear. We said that fear is the basis of all your limitations. And that is a deep truth, beloveds. Sometimes you have to search a little into the limitation to discover why it is fear-based. But it is the case. There were many of you who were asking, well, what about this world situation? What about the war that is occurring? First of all, let us say this. Your media is focused on the war that is happening in Europe. But there are many wars occurring around your world which you hear very little or nothing about. And people are asking, what do we do about those people in pain and suffering? What do we do about those people? But beloveds, there are people in pain and suffering around your world every day. What can you do for them? The answer usually is nothing directly. Whilst you still have these old controlling mechanisms on your planet, these wars, great and small, will continue. The war that is in your Europe right now, understand it is being created. It is part of the old control mechanism. This is perhaps hard for some of you to understand. But the war distracts you from the other subtle changes that are trying to be imposed upon you. We are saying this, beloveds, not as a political statement. We are saying this because it's simply the case. If you can be aware of that which is occurring, then you can start to work towards the transformation here on your planet. And it starts with you individually, without exception. The more you can release the lower vibrations, the lower limitations from your life, the more you are actually changing the vibration here on your earth. This is why we come and we support you. This is why we invite you to gather, as you are doing right now. Gathering together, creating a stronger energetic together. Because when you do it together, you receive the benefit and the amplification, not just of your own energy, but of this global gathering. And this makes an effect. It has an effect. It is very hard to notice the effect. It is something that we can see from our perspective. It is very difficult, almost impossible for you to see it from your place here on the earth. But as some of you know, what we shared last year in your country of Slovenia, we created a group energetic, and we asked for this energetic to work with the politicians and those in positions of power, to support them in bringing in the new. And very shortly afterwards, the European Council, there was a group of politicians who stepped up and started to question what was happening in the world. From our perspective, this is a demonstration. Your minds can say, oh, it would have happened anyway. Beloveds, a little trust in this process is needed. Trust in what we are guiding you. Tune in. Does it feel right to you? So when you are asking, what can we do? What about all these people suffering? Everyone is on their own life's path. Everyone is creating their own reality. We understand this is difficult for many of you to accept when there is a war happening and people seem to be victims of the war. Beloveds, each individual makes choices in that situation, and their choices lead them into safety or lead them into pain and suffering. No one is a victim. Your media love to make victims. Your media love to make aggressors. It is time to step out of that worldly place where you are guided by the media. You cannot blame one side or the other. Both are complicit. There are other energies, other countries working behind the scenes, which are adding to the conflict. So this is enough for us to address right now, because our primary focus is supporting you individually in your awakening, because we know from our perspective, this is the fastest way to change your global reality. Okay?
And so, beloved ones, understand this sea change of consciousness from our perspective. This is what is occurring, and this is what is needed right now. In order to click into the understanding of what we are speaking of, we would invite you to pull your conscious awareness way back, as if you are seeing the global situation from beyond your earth plane, from beyond space, from beyond time. Some place very similar to the void of pure potential. And as you swim in this sea of pure potential, you notice something. You notice that humanity is in fact expressing fractal lines of consciousness, and every experience that is available at any given moment is being explored. Every emotional spectrum, every thought, every feeling, indeed every response to a situation, it is all being sussed out, so to speak, by the fractal nature of your human collective. And so what occurs as you raise this sea level of consciousness, so to speak, in this metaphor, the whole water line goes up, and there are new fractals of consciousness that are available to explore. But we will say this: what is occurring right now is more like a tidal wave in the oceans of human consciousness, and your momentum, those of you who are doing the Stargate work, and the thousands, hundreds of thousands of other spiritual communities raising their level of consciousness, you are all creating this great tidal wave. And the momentum from this is touching humanity in ways you cannot see. You know, in your 2012, your Earth aligned with the galactic center. You know, this was of great import to those highly advanced civilizations, such as your Maya, who saw the impact it would have. And so can you trust? Can you let go and relax into this tidal wave of consciousness? Can you let it carry you, exalt you? For in fact, it will also bring up all that needs to be resolved from those previous fractal lines you have lived. But that will also individually carry you to a new level of experiencing. So feel the energy right now. We are with you. We are with you.
And so we are noticing that there are some of you that are reacting, moving into judgment about what we are saying. Saying, oh, we should feel sorry for these people. But let us say something which we have said before, to remind you or to tell you this for the first time if you have not heard it. And it has to do with the morphic field of humanity. The morphic field of humanity is an energetic field that you are all connected to, unseen, but it is there. All of humanity are connected to it. It carries the vibration of humanity. So, every thought that is negative, every moment of anger, of frustration, of judgment, the vibration of your anger, your judgment, goes into the morphic field of humanity, as well as your uplifted energy. So when you are in anger, when you are in judgment, you are putting that energy into the morphic field also. There are those around your planet who are very open to receive high energies. But also, there are those of you around your planet who are open to receive very low energies. When this morphic field of humanity carries much fear, anger, judgment, then this energy from the morphic field is very often received by individuals who are open to that very low frequency. And they draw this energy into themselves, and it empowers them in a lower frequency way. This is part of the duality. This is part, believe it or not, this is part of the process of human evolution. So let us go into this in more detail and see if you can follow our understanding. So let us mention this one, your Hitler. We will take it away from this present moment. He was a very connected one. And because of what occurred in his life earlier, he started to connect to these lower vibrations. And this lower vibration energized him, gave him power. He drew these energies from the morphic field, the lower frequencies. He connected with others and showed them how to draw these lower frequency energies. And you know what happened. But also, from this terrible violence that occurred around your world, in that which you call your Second World War, what did it do? First of all, it took out from the morphic fields much of this lower frequency anger, frustration, judgment, etc. And also what it did was that millions of people around the world said, we don't want to live in this way. We don't want this in our lives. We want to live in love. We want to honor each other. We want equality. We want abundance. And these energies were put into the morphic field of humanity. Whenever there is conflict, there is always the opposite in a more subtle way. So, beloveds, you can look at the situation and judge it. You can judge those who are fighting. You can judge those who are supporting the fighting. But your judgment adds to that low frequency energy. So instead of actually assisting in the change, you are assisting in the maintenance of the conflict. Stop your judgments. Elevate your energies. Focus on changing your own self. As you change your own energies, you move into a place where you judge less, where you are more accepting and open, where you're honoring others for being on their path, whether they agree with you or not. When you raise your energy, you are no longer putting lower frequencies into the morphic field. You start to put higher energies into the morphic field. Understand this deeply. Understand this deeply. By changing your energy, raising your vibration, you are contributing less and less to the conflict and more to resolution. Someone is asking, where does compassion come in? Beloveds, feel compassion. What is compassion? Compassion is love and understanding. Love and understanding combined. So what are we saying here? We're saying, yes, indeed, understand what is occurring from this greater perspective. And yes, send love to those who are suffering. We are not saying ignore them, but understand the process, the energetic that is occurring, that you are part of.
Beloveds, if you truly take a moment, not from your analytical mind necessarily, but that kind of pigeonholes itself into attempting to understand, which ironically can create a lack of understanding. Take a moment to really take in what we have said, which is, if you are judging one side or the other, you are fueling separation. It is a little uneasy to take the perspective of those who you feel are in the wrong. But if you can do it, even just for a moment, you will taste the liberation, the dynamic movement of energy it can create in your heart and in your mind. Because that soldier, the one who is fueling the negativity to empower him or herself to do what is atrocious, truly atrocious. We are not saying it is not. But if you can take a moment, just a moment, to see the life path of that individual, you will see that the inherent mechanisms of the universe are seeking to bring that individual into balance. Eventually, he or she, when they re-merge with their superconscious self, if not sooner, will have to feel the full impact of what they have done. And can you then have compassion for them? For it is not an easy path. If you start to see humanity in this way, you are seeing from the perspective of oneness, and you are fueling compassion for all on this earth.
So, beloveds, this is a challenge, what we are saying. It is a challenge to awaken. Another important aspect to understand about this, your earthly reality, which has bearing on what we are talking about. Some of you are ancient souls. If you are here listening to these words, you have been here on earth for many, many lifetimes, 100 or more lifetimes. You have worked to awaken. You are on the leading edge of awakening, even though the mind says, oh, that can't be. If you are hearing these words, beloveds, you are an elevated soul. You have been drawn to these words. to these experiences. But there are others who are here on the earth for perhaps their first lifetime or the beginnings of their experiences of being human. And so we have likened this earthly experience a bit like your school system. When you first arrive, you are in kindergarten. And now you, listening to these words, you are in university, about to graduate and to move on. And when we say move on, we are talking into higher experiences, no longer needing to be human. You are getting close to this. You are in university. Some of you are about to leave university. Some of you have just started in university. So let us go back and look at kindergarten. These are people who are still learning about duality. If you watch children in kindergarten, they do not really know how to relate to each other. A little boy seeing someone else playing with a toy decides he wants that toy. He goes over and takes it. If the other one resists, they push them or hit them. They take the toy. This is the beginnings of learning process in kindergarten. But that is what is happening in your world. Those who are in lower vibration, they see something that one country has, they want it, and they take it. That is what has been happening here on your earth for hundreds of your years. Your politics is about greed and power. Countries have been trying to dominate each other for centuries. You are in a duality, and whilst there is duality, these conflicts will continue. We are addressing you now, this group in university. We are accelerating your awakening if you open to our support. We are trying to explain from our perspective what is occurring here so that with a greater vision, you can move more rapidly forward. You cannot change the conflicts that are happening and that will continue to happen. You can change your vibration and the energy that you contribute to the morphic field. We are saying that change is happening. We are acknowledging that millions of people around the world are meditating. Millions of people around the world are slowly waking up. Very often, harsh experiences lead to awakening. And so there have been many harsh experiences happening over the last few years. They can lead to awakening. They can lead to challenging the status quo, can lead to challenging your belief in the government so they're guiding you in the right way. It is time for you all to start looking at what is happening from a greater height, so to speak. Focus on your own evolution. This is the fastest way to change your planet. So we are going to move into a meditation. We invite you to close your eyes and relax. And just allow yourself to connect with your body and relax.
So take a moment, take a breath. Notice any subtle tension as you have been hearing these words. 'Tis indeed a lot to process for your human mind. So relax the mind, as if the mind is being tethered by you holding a balloon string. Let go of the string, let the mind float. Understand that in the letting go of trying, there can be a shift into awareness. The awareness is intrinsically connected to all that is. So let go of the linear mind now. Connect to all that is. Connect to your earth, asking inside for the energy of Gaia to come up into the body, into the energy field.
We call for the energy of the earth to support each and every one of us in this meditation, in these challenging times. And now we ask each one of you to call forth an etheric stargate to come down around you.
We call for the presence of an etheric stargate.
And connecting also to the etheric stargate that you have placed in your home or elsewhere. Visualize it, connect to it, and ask for the activation of all the stargates around the world.
We call for the activation of all the stargates around the world.
Very good. And just relax into the soft energy that the stargates are beginning to radiate. Just relax. And if the mind is busy, just allow the mind to relax also.
You could imagine the mind being cradled like a babe in the arms of the quantum field.
And so now we are going to vibrate all the stargates faster and faster. And we are going to move up rapidly through the dimensions, accelerating the vibration of your etheric stargate.
Faster
and
and
all
faster.
the stargates around the world, bringing them up to the seventh dimension, where we pause for a few moments.
And in this elevated state, each one of us asking inside, we are calling for a strong seventh dimensional energy field.
And just feel that energy forming around you as your stargate radiates, a gentle field around you and through you,
Within you,
relaxing into it.
all around you.
And now we continue to vibrate all the stargates faster again, moving out of the seventh dimension, vibrating faster and faster, moving up through the dimensional ranges, moving up higher vibration and higher vibrations up into the 12th dimension, where again we bring the frequencies to a pause, vibrating all the stargates at the 12th dimensional energy range.
And again, each one of us asking inside, we call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
And just feel as your stargate radiates a higher energy and you relax into these 12th dimensional energetics. And slowly, slowly, your own vibration, your energy harmonizes with the 12th dimension. Very good. And again, we are going to ask you to ask the Alcazar group to come closer. Because in your asking, if you ask with a strong intention, you open up. Through your asking, you open to receive. So ask with a strong intention for the Alcazar group to connect more strongly with you.
And so we call for the presence of Alcazar.
And beloved friends, feel our presence with you. And say, thank you, bring us more.
Who are we?
Bring us more.
Beloveds, we are a great mystery.
Feel our presence.
Universal masters.
And as we have been doing in these meditations, asking now also for the presence of the Elohim Council.
We call for the presence of the angels of the Elohim.
And just feel, here they come. The Elohim Council oversees the Stargate experience, and they bring their energy and support. Feel them bringing their energy into this global meditation. And feel. It is no accident that we are addressing the world situation in this particular experience. For we have with us the representative of Yeshua, Jesus, Sananda, the representative of the Master of Love, and the representative of those who created the field on the earth for this one Jesus to be elevated. We are also with the representative of the Essenes. And so we ask each one of you now inside to ask for the presence and support of the whole lineage of the Essenes.
We call for the presence of the Essenes.
And just feel as they bring their support into this meditation, the Essenes bringing their wisdom, their knowledge, their vast spiritual lineage into this global meditation. And now each one of us asking inside for the presence of the Master of Love, the support of this one Yeshua, Jesus, Sananda, whichever name resonates with you.
We call for the presence of the Master of Love.
And just feel, relax and feel. Thank you, bring us more of your presence. Thank you, bring us more. And just feel. And as you feel this support, if there are any other masters that you feel connected to, invite them into this meditation right now.
We call forth the masters.
And again, just feel as many other masters bring their energy into this meditation. Very good. And as you feel the support of these energies, feeling yourself in your body, very aware of your own vibration, as you are touched by all the support, as you resonate with these energies that are coming to each and every one of us, feel yourself in the quantum field. Feel yourself floating in the blackness, supported by these beautiful energies. The Master of Love, the Essenes, who have been holding a vibration for humanity for centuries. Feel the support. Feel the blackness of the quantum field around you. noticing it moves in all directions to infinity and beyond, feeling the blackness, feeling yourself in the body surrounded by the blackness, supported by all these energies, supported by the Master of Love. Feel his presence with you right now. And now, sensing the movement, as we have the intention to move deeper into the quantum field, as we hold the intention, have the intention within you to move deeper, to move towards that imaginary threshold that we have been working with, feeling yourself moving deeper into the quantum field, coming to that doorway, that threshold, and pausing there for a moment, pausing on the edge of moving deeper into the void, moving deeper into the void, standing on that threshold, waiting for a moment. And as you are there, with the deep, deep depths in front of you, feeling the presence of the Master of Love, feeling all the other guides supporting you right now. And as we did in your yesterday, we are going to ask you also to shed a layer of self-judgment. For the self-judgment has many layers to it. You judge your body, you judge your actions, you judge your limitations. So just right now, as you stand on the threshold, ask the Master of Love, ask all those who are supporting you right now to assist you in shedding another layer of self-judgment. Ask and have your own intention to shed some of your self-judgment, another layer. And as we did in your yesterday, we are going to count from 3 to 0. And when we get to 0, imagine yourself moving across the threshold deep into the void. And as you move through the threshold, a whole layer of energy is left behind and it dissolves into the quantum field. So be ready. Have the intention of shedding a layer of self-judgment. And as we all move together into the void, it amplifies and supports each one of you. For you all hold this intention of shedding a layer of self-judgment. Have that intention. Feel the support of the Master of Love, the Essenes, and all the other guides who are invited. They are with you now. They are supporting the shedding that is about to happen. And so be ready. When we say 0, move into the void, feeling the presence of all the support. 3, 2, 1, 0, moving into the void, shedding a layer, moving through the threshold and finding yourself traveling deep, deep, deep into the void. And with this new energetic of freedom, feel yourself in the void with the Master of Love. And now asking inside to this one, Yeshua, Jesus, Sananda, asking, beloved Master, fill that space in my field with love. Fill that space with love. The space of that self-judgment that you have left behind. Filling the space in your energetic with love. And just feel the Master pouring his love into you. Do not be surprised if it feels a little different than you would imagine. Just be with the energy that is coming to you. For as you raise your vibration, love will feel different. It is a fresh air that is blowing through your energy field. It is an energy that uplifts you. And just say to this one, Jesus, thank you. Bring me more. Thank you. Bring me more. Thank you. Bring me more, so that I vibrate with a higher frequency of love, and just allowing self to be touched by this subtle energy. For many of you, it might feel a little different than what you think of as love. It is a higher vibration of love coming to you right now. And just tuning into your physical body as you float deep in the void, feeling the blackness around you. Just tune into your body and ask every cell to absorb the love of the Masters. Just asking each and every cell of your body, absorb this love. Absorb this love. Absorb this love. And as we float in the depths of the void, we are going to ask this one, Eugenia, to allow the Master to say a few words through her. And so as you float deep in the void, feeling yourself very present in your body, in the blackness, receiving these gentle energies of love, listen to these soft words of the Master and allow the words to open you to more love, more receptivity. Very good.
Beloved friends, my dear brothers and sisters, I want you to know that I love you in ways that you cannot imagine yet. Feel my love. I am with you. There's no effort. There's no need for words. Just relax and allow my love to touch you deeply.
Feel this energy in the depths of the blackness around you. As you float in the void is the vibration of spirit. Yeshua, Jesus, vibrating you in the void. As you vibrate in the void responds to you. As you allow your vibration to be embraced by this love, as you imbibe, take in this love, as you start to vibrate with this love as part of you, the field, the void responds. And it will start to create opportunities in your daily life to experience more love, to receive and to give more love. Know this well, beloveds. Right now, as you receive and you say, thank you, bring me more. As you receive it, as you vibrate with it, whilst you are in the void, the mechanism, if you will, the physics, the higher dimensional physics of the void, create in your daily life, in moments to come, the opportunity to receive and send more love, more compassion. It may happen in the next moment, the next hour, the next day, the next month. It depends on the way that you resonate moment by moment. Intend to receive the maximum benefit from these moments deep in the void with the love of Jesus, Yeshua, Sananda. Very good. Very good. And as you feel this energy, be aware of your physical body, feeling your body vibrating with these high energies. And as you are aware of your physical body, also become aware of the room around you, feeling the blackness around you and the room around you. And then very slowly and gently coming fully back into the body and allowing the eyes to come open. Feeling yourself fully back in your room, slowly and gently coming all the way back. Slowly and gently coming all the way back. Very good. Okay. Well, today is very different.
Resonate in the silence, resonate with the vibration. Allow these vibrations to continue reverberating. Nothing to do.
And so, whenever you're ready, if you would like to share a comment, how was that experience for you? Also, what about that whole explanation that Agsa gave about the reality that we're living through? I'm still very much in the energy.
Yeah, I think everyone is.
Yeah.
The energy speaks, to quote Cryon. Joanna. Yes. Amazing. Can we just press pause in the world and let this energy on replay?
That would be really cool.
I feel you, Joanna.
Yeah. Yeah. Ada is saying, I am in a sea of love. Claudia is saying a great breakdown of the situation in Ukraine. Yes, Ukraine, but everywhere else as well.
Michelle is saying, thank you so much. A nodding from my shoulders, so relaxing. Thank you. Deep heat and cold, lots of releasing. Gail, my whole body is electrified, bringing tingling all over. But Sheva, sweet silence.
Tara is saying the love frequencies from Yeshua and the Essenes are still reverberating throughout my body. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Flower, serenity seems to be the gift of love from the void. So peaceful. Thank you. Bring us more.
Cinderella is saying so much peace in a no-thing space. This is the energy. This is what Alcazar has been saying. We are putting this energy into the field that connects the whole of humanity right now. The morphic field is being charged with this incredible energy that we're all feeling.
It's like a pocket of resonance people can fall into.
Yeah. Yeah.
When that deeper and deeper, such love and kindness, more me than I've ever been. Love that.
Yeah. Mayella is saying, my hands are full of energy. Put your hands somewhere on your body, Mayella. Is there somewhere that could use extra energy right now? Use the energy in your hands. Place it on your body. Yeah. Maia is saying, when I passed the threshold, I felt like an explosion of something releasing. The love was very intense and came in waves. I had areas of resistance, but felt the energy start seeping into them and did not want to cry, but couldn't help it. Thank you very much. Always allow the tears. Alcazar stresses that again and again. It's so important to allow the tears. And Helena is saying, why are you crying, Eugenia?
Because I'm feeling so much love and compassion.
It's important for everyone to understand that tears are an emotional release.
It's more than emotion. It's actually like the meridian lines of our field as well. It's memory that is stored in the quantum field. There's so much that can be releasing, and we don't have to consciously know what it is.
Yeah.
It's freeing us.
In these moments, we touch into the potential that we can feel. We touch into a deep, deep knowing that this is why we came here. We touch into how it can be. We also touch into the depths of our pain, for we have all, without exception, lived through warfare. We've lived through these terrible situations many times in our lives. We've killed and been killed.
Beloveds, take a breath. We wish to say that compassion, the frequencies of love that are being accessed through this one, Eugenia, they are available to all of you. Each and every one of you can relate to the tears that come when you reunite with your superconscious. This is divine compassion. It is far beyond your humanness. And so it is the melting of the ice of this reality in the sublime frequencies of what is often called the higher self. And we simply wish to bring the frequencies of this understanding, because in your days to come, for those of you who will be joining the Easter intensive, get ready. Your beingness awaits you. There are so many flavors of love, so many divine frequencies of compassion that await you. Okay.
Okay, so enough for today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's such a treat to have Eugenia with us.
Thank you.
Okay, so again, we invite you to continue to share your comments and thoughts. And we just really invite all of you just to take a moment and allow yourself to feel that love that was shared with us, because it's still here. Give yourself time to totally absorb it. And so we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Hey.